Breaking Through News is doing a series of stories on the recent launch of the Shenandoah Valley Poor People's Campaign. Coordinators of the organization say they are supporting those who do not have a voice in the State House nor the White House. The Poor People's Campaign has declared war on poverty, and the local organization is now a part of that war, and they are organizing.
This isn't a movement about fighting at all, especially in the Poor People's Campaign, because one of our fundamental principles is nonviolence. What we want to do is bring people together. It's not about fighting or division at all. It's about bringing people together because we are much, much, much more alike than we are different. We all have the thread of commonality that flows through us, and that's our humanity, our understanding of what is moral, of what is right, of what needs to happen.
Adrienne and her husband, A.J. Young, are coordinators of the Shenandoah Valley Poor People's Campaign.
We were so excited. We had over 120 people here tonight, and I was excited because the weather was threatening. And so we thought because of possible torrential downpours, we weren't going to have as big a crowd as we thought we were. But as early as, say, 5 minutes to 6, people started trickling in, and they got here early. And I had put out a plea on Facebook that, you know, if you wanted to be a part of this movement, you probably need to be here early. And the folks didn't disappoint at all. We wound up having to pull chairs out from out of the closet to get folks a seat. And so it was terrific.
The National Poor People's Campaign was founded in 1968 by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and many others who called for a revolution of values in America. But how did all of that spread into the Valley?
The Shenandoah Valley Poor People's Campaign actually got started years ago. Jennifer Kitchen started doing Moral Mondays in response to Pastor William Barber's calls to action.
We understand the connection between systemic racism, poverty, and ecological devastation.
Jennifer Kitchen is the founder of SAW Citizen Action Network. According to Young, it was Kitchen who began the Shenandoah Valley Poor People's Campaign.
I have been in love with the Poor People's Campaign and Reverend Barber for years. We tried to get Moral Mondays started here in Stanton in 2017. The area wasn't quite ready for it, but now with this Poor People's Campaign movement really gaining traction, people have shown up tonight and shown that this area is really ready to show up and help everyone in our community.
We kind of revived it in 2019 because we saw a need. We saw more and more that the least of these were being left behind, and we joined with other like-minded people so that we could revive it in this area. I think the issue was that people didn't know what the Poor People's Campaign was. And so we had to find a way to not only get name recognition, but to get people to understand the philosophy behind the movement.
The launch party was filled with music and short films.
I want you to know that when the hands that watch Pink Cotton join the hands of Latino, join the hands of progressive white, join faith hands and labor hands, and Asian hands, and Native American hands, and poor hands, and wealthy hands of the conscious, and gay hands, and straight hands, and trans hands, and Christian hands, and Jewish hands, and Muslim hands, and Hindu hands, and Buddhist hands. When we all get together, we are an instrument of redemption. When we join hands, we can ensure that the promise of equanimity and the pursuit of happiness and equal protection under the law is never taken away from anybody. So I got a question. All the rejected, ready to rely and declare that this land is your land, this land is my land, this land is our land, and together from the state house to the White House, the rejected are going to demand that this nation never give up on being one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Some attendees became emotional watching the videos, including Ann Booby. She admits she had to wipe away tears. She explained what social justice means to her.
I think that everybody deserves an equal opportunity across the board. Social justice means, everybody has the right to health care. Everybody has the right to a living wage, no matter where you come from, no matter who you are. We all have those inalienable rights, and I think it's important to stand up and fight for that for people who may not have a voice.
Tears also rolled down James Wiley's face as he watched the videos. Wiley was seated 8 rows behind Booby.
There's one point where I was actually crying back here. William Barber is an amazing speaker, and he moves you. He has a way of just getting to the core to you. Social justice is equity and equality for everyone. It's not showing favors towards anybody based on anything, but based on their religion, based on their race, based on anything. We're all in this together, and it's a deep question. It doesn't seem like it, but it's a really deep question, because there's just so much that goes into those 2 words, and I'm not sure I can articulate all of them very well. So it's big. It's big.
The Shenandoah Valley Poor People's Campaign coordinators say the momentum of the organization continues to move with energy and excitement. In Waynesboro, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.
We shall overcome.